What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Maurice Triple Jr. here, aka the role model, aka the rich lab rat. Just want to say, great being in front of you all again. Facebook, Instagram, we got IGTV, Facebook Live, launch party, all that good stuff. And yes, indeed, I'm glad to be back in front of you all. I had a little hiatus, getting a lot done, a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of working. You know what the old saying goes is that, when you work in silence, you surprise those with your success when you just come out with it, right? When you launch, when you catapult, whatever it is. I just want to get right to it because I wanted to share something with you all, something that I think will really resonate, will really help a lot of you in this day and age, especially in entrepreneurship, investing, dealing with anything, just being having the life of being free and looking to constantly get to that. It's exciting news. I got some good mail today and some other stuff as well I want to share with you all. But the first thing I want to share is some housekeeping. Okay, the One Funnel Away Challenge, right? We all heard me talk about it, right? This One Funnel Away Challenge, beautiful challenge with this book, this 30-day. I mean, literally has so much in here for millionaires, 30 plus millionaires, talking about if they lost it all, what would they do to get it back? They're giving you the game plan of what they would do in this book. And you can't beat that, because usually you'll have to go through a lot to find mentors nowadays that really are not a self-proclaimed guru or mentor. You know what I mean? How riveting it is, how special it is when you actually have someone that is doing what they say. One of the coaches of this One Funnel Away Challenge, Steve Larson, talks about this, which I love, when he talks about, you want to find the cheese, or follow whoever has the big cheese, right? Listen to whoever has the big cheese, okay? So in other words, whoever's the person that's doing, and they're really doing it, they're doing it, right? Then that's the person you want to listen to. You don't want to listen to someone that is so-called not doing it. They think they're doing it, or they say they're doing it, but they're really not, right? Follow who has already set the path for you and has been successful doing the thing, and you'll have the same progress that they had, the same success, right? Success leaves clues. So with that being said, the One Funnel Away Challenge, you can go to my link and join if you're not part of it. My link is very simple. It's just bit.ly/ let me make sure I have that right on the iMac here. It says, do you accept the challenge? So it's bit.ly, bit.ly/do you accept the challenge, right? And I named it that way because it's true. It's a challenge you got to take. I came to find out I've taken a couple of the challenges, and I'm about to launch so much, which is so beautiful. I can't wait. But it's funny because the irony of the challenge is not really, if you ask me, it's not really a challenge for yourself. To me, the challenge is mostly, how can I put this? I would say the challenge is mainly you. It's because it's a 30-day challenge. You got literally 3 millionaires here. Well, I would call them very successful people. I don't always look at money to be a standard of success. All right, that's just my take on it. I'm a God-fearing man. Anybody that knows me, that I feel that it's about more of the impact, not the income. But it does help to have it is a necessity to have the income to have a bigger impact. Okay? So, yes, definitely, Russell Brunson, Julie Stein, Steve Larson, these 3 people, I mean, any other time you have to charge, especially Russell Brunson, right? You would have to charge. But these people are the main people, the main ones that are doing the thing, right? And they've helped hundreds to thousands of people to get success. So it's not a problem for them. They can help you to get to whatever you want to be, whatever passion, whatever product, service, whatever you got going on, and you want to get it out to the world. You want to make more income, more cash flow, more money with it. They're the people that can help you with this 30-day challenge. And they've literally given their time for this challenge to walk you step by step, walk you by the hand to help you to get to what you want to achieve. So I highly suggest get involved with that. I'm gonna put the link below, bit.ly/do you accept the challenge, right? And one more thing. Oh yeah, we got a Robert Kiyosaki, my rich dad, got a new book launched. I mean, it should have been launched a year ago, as he says, but because of the times and things change and technology and the world and the economy and money and things of that nature is moving so rapidly that he put it back and pushed it back. But it just came out, and look what I got. Yes, it arrived in the mail, right? So we're about to break this open so I can show y'all this. I'm gonna unpack it. You know, I knew what it was before it even came, so I reserved it to show you all from Amazon. Gotta love Amazon Prime, right? And look at that, voila! It's called Fake. I love that. Robert Kiyosaki, Fake. I highly suggest anybody get this book. If you're a fan of Kiyosaki like I am, from a lot of his books, from his experience, you see Rich Dad Poor Dad. His last 2 books he came out with, I remember a couple of years ago, is Why the Rich Are Getting Richer, right? What is financial education, really? And then before that was More Important Than Money, an entrepreneur's team, right? Because you got to have a team to win, right? But there, this book, Fake, like thumbs down, like a thumbs down, right? Like you see Facebook Live, Facebook likes up, this is a thumbs down, right? He's talking about fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. You probably heard me before, but I'm already talking about anybody that knows me that's involved in my world, right? In the role model world, you know, we're all about, you know, you help people to become better role models, to become better with their health, better with their wealth, better with growing their mental self, right? But in that happening, you got to understand there's a lot of fake things out there, a lot of fakery, right? So fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. Assets put money in your pocket, remember? Liabilities take money out your pocket, okay? It's something that's like number one, right? The rich don't work for money. Rule number one, right? They work for assets. That's how they become rich. And when they become wealthy, it's like the assets continuing to pour money, bringing money and money and money. That's how you become wealthy, right? Rich and wealth are 2 different things. You know what I mean? Wealth is measured in money. Measured in time. Riches is just having money, right? But you take the riches to become wealthy. Make sense? All right. So, but yeah, this definitely is a really, really good book. As you can see, he has a lot of chapters in here. He has a lot of pictures, showing a lot of graphs. He shows a lot of information, and I like how he broke this book down because he's talking about. He has a chapter on where he has a lot to talk about subject matter on the fake money aspect, right? Then he talks about the fake teachers, right? You know, anybody knows me know, like I'm an advocate for it just like he is. We're totally against school. We're not against education, right? We're not anti-education. We're just anti-school because schools don't teach you nothing about money. They don't teach you nothing about the real life, right? You can learn more about that from the school of hard knocks and from the streets than you would learn with than education. And I'm sure you all can feel me there, right? Y'all know what I mean, right? You know, there's book smarts and there's street smarts. And you learn both. You learn good from both, of course. But in this world we live in today, the people who are aware of street smarts, that are aware of experience, that kind of, to have that kind of knack, that grit, that kind of knowledge, that hustle, you know, that kind of go-getter mentality, right? Those individuals fare actually better than those that, you know, just concerned about grades in school, things of that nature, right? But like I said, both are needed in the economy, of course. We got to have doctors, got to have lawyers, got to have policemen, got to have ambulances, medical. We got to have, you know, there's a lot of things we got to have to drive the economy. So it's not saying that school is bad, right? I'm just saying that if you want to be in our realm where we dwell at, which is entrepreneurship, which is freedom. If you want freedom, we're just saying that school is not really the way to go anymore, right? It's an old, obsolete idea. It's an idea from the old age, the industrial age. We're in the digital age, the technology age right now. That's why y'all see everything changing and going with the speed of light. Everything is changing so much. Algorithms changing, technology changing, because things are improving, right? Everything's evolving. So anyway, get back, not to digress, to get back on the topic. This book, I suggest get it. You can go to Amazon. I'm sure you can also go to richdad.com, right? You can get on his podcast, right? The Rich Dad Radio Show, right? I'm pretty sure he plugs this book everywhere. But definitely, I'm surprised. I haven't seen if there's a funnel for it yet. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, you would think he has a funnel for it, right? Because, you know, we're funnel hackers. All my funnel hackers know what I mean out there, right? So I haven't seen a funnel for this book yet, but I'm pretty sure there is one, right? Because he has hired he actually joint ventured with Russell on many projects. Not hired, but he connected with Russell Brunson on projects as well. So I'm pretty sure he has a funnel for this. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure he has it. But anyway, get this book if you want to understand about why money is fake, why teachers are fake, and why assets nowadays are being fake. You got to know what's fake and you got to know what's real, right? Separate the sheep from the goats, right? Like the old biblical adage. So yeah, check out that book. I can't wait to get into this. So now that the housekeeping is out the way, let's get to the main updates I want to give you. So the updates. I have 2 projects that I'm bringing out very, very soon. There's the Rich Lab Rat project. I'm going to put that out there to show a lot of people. I'm looking at helping 1,000 people, 1,000 people to become rich, and then to take those riches and then get to be wealthy before the end of the year. And the best part about it is it's not something that you need to sell. It's not something that you need to service, a product or a service. It's not something you need to do. It's literally, I'm going to show you about this thing called clinical studies and how it can make you very, very rich and wealthy. Right? I'm going to show you how to do it, because there's a wrong way to do it. There's a right way to do it, right? I did it the right way, but at first, when I first started off, I did it the wrong way, right? And I'm going to share my backstory with you all soon. But definitely, I'm bringing that project out real soon. I'm also bringing out, that should be literally within a week. I'm also bringing out the podcast. I got a new podcast, right? I got the Role Model Radio Show, and we have the Rich Lab Rat project as well. That's going to be a podcast, right? Haven't decided what to name it yet, but it's going to come out soon. Probably Clinical Study Seeker, something like that. But I'm going to launch that project as well. And it's something that I definitely am happy about. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's been a long time coming. A lot has happened. And, summer is upon us. So we want to be obviously back with our kids. I definitely look forward to being with mine, right? And spending time with them to not only just have fun. You definitely just want to have fun. I mean, kids are kids only but once, right? But the biggest thing is to be able to have the cash flow coming in, to have the riches, to have the wealth, to have that freedom that it gives, right? You can then impart that on your kids. And that's a great part to do in the summertime when they're out of school. They can learn a lot from you as us being parents, anyone that has kids out there. I mean, that's a great time to spend time with your children. At the same time, they can see that money is not an issue for you. Money is not a problem. And they're going to wonder, hey, how is that, Dad? How is that, Mom? Well, that's where you can show them, and you can teach them, show them, not by talking, right? But actually by doing the thing. We learn by doing. Make a mistake, learn from it. Make a mistake, learn from it, right? Like a baby learns to walk. Falls and get up. It falls and get up, right? That's how we learn. But they can make minimal mistakes when they have you there, because you've already done the path of making the mistakes. I'm sure a lot of you here can sympathize with that. You made a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. I know I have. I made plenty of mistakes. Not being with the kids is one, not taking care of, putting more emphasis on this mission and this purpose of trying to get this success, and you're jeopardizing a relationship with your children. I can vouch for that and say I'm guilty as guilty for that for sure. But you can also wrong the rights. You can right the wrongs. Reverse that. You can also right your wrongs, right? You understand what I'm saying? No one is too far gone where they cannot change. We have to understand that everybody can change, okay? That's the best part. As long as you have this pulse inside your body, as long as you have this heartbeat beating, this boom, boom, right? You can change. So that's something that a lot of people need to understand. I can understand that. I can take honest criticism, and I can actually take accountability, and I can actually change, which I'm going to be doing, which I have been doing. But the biggest thing of it is still some people don't understand that there's a course you have to follow. There's a journey. You know what I mean? Right? You can change anytime you want to. But just because you change, that don't mean lifestyle change. You see what I'm saying? And I would prefer to have the lifestyle change as well as how I've changed. You know what I mean? Come on, let's not kid ourselves here. Nobody wants to be broke. Nobody wants to live a life of being impoverished, or a life of being borderline paycheck to paycheck, to where you don't know, you have the stress in your brain to where you don't know if you're going to lose a job, You run the fear, right? The fear of losing your job, the fear of being homeless or being evicted, the fear of having your vehicle repossessed or whatever have you because you can't make payments and expenses and stuff like this, right? All because of money. Come on, get out of here with that. You know, there's a better way, right? And that's what the world needs to see. But it starts first at home. So I can't wait to get back with the kids. Can't wait to get back around loved ones and to show them this. My best friends, everything out there in Vegas, in Arizona. I just can't wait. You know, it's coming very soon. So those are some updates, right? Definitely look out for that. You're going to see a lot of Facebook lives from me, a lot of IGTV, Instagram lives, stories. A lot of these things is going to be going on using technology as that platform to get this out here to the world, because once you have this know-how and this understanding, it's about putting it out there, right? So let's get to my topic too. I want to leave this topic with you all. There's a quote that I have. You got to let go to grow. Are you getting that? I mean, I don't want to give y'all a lot of trial closes here, but my funnel hackers know what I mean. But you got to let go to grow. You got to let go to grow. I hope you understand that. That is so huge. And what do I mean by let go, Maurice? What do you mean, Maurice? Well, you got to let go of that old home or that house that you live in with family, with parents, whatever. You got to leave from that. The bird has to leave the nest. You got to let go to grow. You got to let go of your spouse, maybe an old ex or someone you dealt with, someone that the love is just not there anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people should leave at the first sign of a problem. But what I'm saying is, both of you, or especially you that may be listening to this message, you know when it's time to go. You know when the flame is just not there anymore. When the spice, when the thing that brought you two together is not there. It's just not there. And now problems are going to come, right? Sometimes some things are unfixable. It cannot be fixed. It cannot be changed. You got to let go, or you're never going to grow. You're not going to reach your full potential. You have to let go, right? And then maybe you have to let go with friends, associates, people that are not going in the right direction that you are going in. If you're looking to be, like, for instance, as I tell my mastermind and my team, my inner circle, if you're not looking at becoming a role model to impact the world, then you're not going to be on my wagon. I'm sorry. You're not even going to be in a caboose, which is the back. You're not needed, period. You just have to live your life, right? And do what you're doing with that you think is right. And we, as myself, being at the helm of that as the leader, we all have to go this other direction. Because I'm in the progress, and I'm in the process as well as getting progress. I'm in the process of creating leaders. I love to find people that are successful, driven, that want to get to that next level, that next plateau. And I love leaders, working with leaders, because I'm a leader, right? Even little role models, little children, as I'm going to be telling my son and the daughters and different things I have. You want to be a leader, right? I look at Jaden Smith, like Will Smith's son, right? And he's definitely become a leader. I mean, he's creating a lot of things, like with Flint, Michigan, that water situation. I don't know if you all heard of this, but they had the water situation there. Everybody should know about it by now. It's been on the news everywhere. But he created something to help them to get clean water, to rebuild that economy back up. And his dad, Will Smith, didn't give him the epiphany for that. He came up with that epiphany and revelation himself. That's leadership. And he took it upon himself to act upon it. That's true leadership, right? And he's now helping them. I think it's something that's putting out a gallon. I think it's like, I don't know if it's 1 million gallons a day. It's something, some outrageous number like that. But he's giving a lot of clean water with some technology he's using to the Flint, Michigan individuals, you know, to the residents living there, to help clean up that mess that was made. And that's insane. That's beautiful, right? So that's why I'm telling my son, that's what I'm going to be telling my daughters. I'm telling them all that. And I want to show them that where they can see it. Same way for you all, I'm sure, right? You want to be in a habit of understanding you got to let go to grow. You cannot do any of these things that you want to do in your life that's positive, that's successful, driven, if you have the negative still holding you down. You got to understand that. Like Rich Dad says, his mentor, R. Buckminster Fuller, Bucky, as we call him, right? Bucky told Rich Dad here, Robert Kiyosaki, that, hey, you know, yeah, you're just a little guy, but what can you do? You can do a lot to change the world. You can do a lot to help people. Just because you're small and a little guy, and you ask, well, what can I do? You can do a lot. You might not know it yet, but you have a lot in you that you could do a lot to change, right? There's somebody, even if it's one person, you can help them. Do you know, I mean, like I say, I'm a believer in God, but do you know that there's an old saying in the Bible that says, when one person's soul is saved, just one, it says all of heaven and the angels rejoice. You know that? Seeing that we just passed Passover, in America and across the world, actually, that's huge. I mean, that was celebrating the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. But that's huge, talking about one soul being saved, all of heaven and the angels rejoice, or paradise, I should say, rejoice. That just goes to show you that it's more about, how have you impacted someone. Of course, you can help many people, but just start with one, right? If you can help one person, even if you're building what you're doing slowly, right? Because remember, I mean, that's the best thing possible. Remember, there is no competition but yourself. Never forget that. There is no competition. I look at my music. I look at my acting. Whatever I do, basketball, when I play ball, there is no competition. And I know I have limitations. We know this. We all know we have limitations, right? You know you got limitations. You listening to this, you know that you got limitations. Come on. But then again, at the same notion, you don't act that way. You act as if you could take on the world without no limitation. Nothing can stop you but you. You are the only one that can stop you. That's how you got to act. That's how you got to approach things. You know what I mean? And that's hence the reason why I said that you got to let go to grow, because sometimes you can't win the race if you're dragging along someone that they really don't want to win the race with you. And that might seem crazy, but there's a lot of people that might not want what you want. You got to get that in your head. Everybody's destiny and journey is different in this course that we call life. Everybody's not on the same course. You know what I mean? You follow me? That's true. And you got to remember that. Like I said, again, you got to let go to grow. You got to understand that and know that everybody who started with you, that's pretty much what I mean. Whoever started with you, they won't necessarily cross the finish line with you. They won't necessarily finish with you. All right? And that's okay. That's okay. Because there's always going to be people that cheer you on, that want to see your success, and they want to get successful with you. There's always going to be that. And sometimes, how do you not know? This is something to understand, and this is deep. How do you not know that you getting successful, crossing that line, because you have to let go and to keep pushing, to keep it moving, and to grow? How do you not know that that person might not come back because of you being successful and you actually attaining the goal that you set out to do? Even if it was years ago, even if it was a decade ago, 10 years ago. I mean, I've been doing music for more than 2 decades. I put in my 20,000 hours, not 10,000 hours to be an expert. I put in 20,000, 20 years worth of music. And I'm just about to release this out here this summer. Got my Role Model, the Entrepreneur mixtape on all across on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon. I got that mixtape everywhere. But not just that, I got more music that's going to come. Like I got 163 songs that I'm going to be releasing really soon. Not just rap, not just hip hop. I'm talking about R&B, pop, soul, jazz, many different types of music. But at the end of the day, that would have never happened if I gave up. So I hope that y'all understand this as you start seeing my success more, and as I start helping other people. All right. And as you looking at this, if you're on the mission and on the path for success, never, never, never give up. You do not want to ever give up, no matter what anybody says. Because remember, the old saying, right? Quitters never win, but winners never quit, right? All right. With that being said, I want to tell y'all have a good day, have a good weekend. Hope you stay too blessed to be stressed and always obsessed with success. Peace. One love.